All right, welcome to One Nation of Sports Soccer Magazine Extra. I'm your host, Kirk DeMars, and thank you for joining us tonight on Monday, January the 13th. 2024 is gone. We are in the cold of January. I don't know about you, but I am absolutely tired of having what I call an appendage, which is a shovel, attached to my hands. I've been doing that for the entire past week. We have a long driveway and had to shovel that thing out 3 different times, and the ice was the worst part of it. So, anyway, I'm glad we have a break from the snow and the ice, and so I hope you are as well. Those people that really absolutely love snow and love all the different things about that, you love it all you want. Come out and help me with my driveway, and then we'll see if that changes anything. I don't know. All right. Hey, we've got a great program tonight. We've got a senior from Southern Boone High School. We have Jace Wren joining us, and I'm going to bring him on here in just a few moments. But just in case you didn't catch it, Jace was in our November-December issue of Sports Soccer Magazine, and you can tell he's quite an impressive young man. Great article. He did a really nice job on that. Really nice things that were said about him from his parents, and just a great article. If you didn't catch the print copy, you can go to sportssoccermagazine.com and look at our digital edition, and you will be able to read the full article there, as well as all the other great articles about student athletes and coaches right here in mid-Missouri. All right. So I'm looking forward to getting to know a little bit more about Jace and being able to get some of your comments and some of your questions. If you have them, make sure that you join in and interact with us in our comment section, and we'll see if we can get those on the program as well. All right, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring Jace on here. Hey, Jace, how you doing, man?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing good. You've been at practice, and now you're home and chilling out and doing an interview.
Yep. Had a good practice today.
Well, good. You got a game tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, we play Centralia at home tomorrow.
Okay. You're looking forward to that, aren't you?
Yep, I am.
Yeah. It makes it all worth it when you're able to. I mean, practice is good, but it's much more fun to get out there and play a game, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't played in a while because of break and the snow days, so I'm really excited to get back and playing.
Yeah. What about you? Did you have to do a lot of shoveling, or did you just leave that to other people?
My dad did more than me. I mean, I didn't really. I kind of just chilled out, gave my legs a break, but I shoveled a little bit, but not much.
Yeah. Well, you know, you don't want to do too much of it. It might mess up your shot.
Yeah,
Because
didn't
I'm
want
just
to get
telling
hurt, slip on ice.
you, no, they were trying to protect you, which is good. Which is good.
Yep.
I was wishing my grandkids were a little bit closer. They're 15 and a half hours away. They live in Colorado. That should
Yeah.
actually be where the snow is, but we got it here, so I don't know what the deal
Yeah.
is.
That's funny.
All right. Well, hey, tell me about your article in Sports Soccer. What did that mean to you?
Yeah, it meant a lot. I'm really happy, like with the way it turned out and stuff. I like the pictures. It was a old day, so I was a little worried about how the pictures were going to turn out, but I really liked how they turned out, and the format and everything was great, and it meant a lot to put myself out there. It's cool.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, it was cold that day, and
Yeah,
I think we shot your photo shoot inside, but then you came out with us when we were doing some of the other ones, if I remember correctly. Was that right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we went outside, and I wasn't wearing the proper gear. I was in my jersey, so I was a little cold out there, but it was all worth it. It was fun.
Yeah. So on the intro, we had a picture of you, and I mean it was really close to dunking. Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I am at practice. I haven't really attempted one in a game, but I hope I can by the end of the year as a senior. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can practice pretty consistently. Nothing crazy, but I hope I can in a game soon.
Yeah. So how tall are you?
I'm about 5'10".
Okay. So you know
Yeah.
what, 5'10" and being able to dunk, that is really good. So no,
Thank you.
nothing to be concerned about with style. As long as you're able to do it, that's all that matters.
Thank you.
What's your experience been like at Southern Boone High School, and what do you appreciate about the administration, teachers, and all the fan support?
Southern Boone's awesome. I like how everyone's involved in everything, and the fans and everyone are great. The teachers are always supporting, and it's really a great school to grow up in. And my family's always been here, so it's nice. I really like it.
Well,
Uh,
you talked about your family.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. The teachers are always great. I see them at all the games and stuff. That's pretty much what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that would you say that your teachers are influential in developing you and your character, or is it just describe what I mean? What kind of relationship is? I mean, because I know you can get to really big schools, and there's just really not much relationship between the student and the teacher. How is it there at your school?
Yeah, especially with like a smaller town, the teachers are a lot more close with like players and the students, and it's really nice to have like teachers who care about sports and stuff. And the relationships are good. Like I have a lot of coaches that are teachers, so it definitely is a closer bond because we have a smaller school.
Okay. You had talked about having deep roots in the community. You said that in your article. Tell us about that, and what do you mean by having deep roots?
Um, so my family, ever since like my great grandparents, they've always went to Southern Boone, and that's been amazing because my parents went here and everyone went here, so I know a lot of people in the town, and that's really where my roots are. Like I've grown up here, my parents have grown up here, so I have a lot of school spirit, and I really enjoy having deep roots in the Southern Boone.
So, did you, for your time growing up, we'll talk about some of the sports that you participated in. Um, have you had a good group of guys and teammates going all through all those years that you've gone through this together, and now you guys are seniors? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I have a bunch of friends I've been to kindergarten up till now with. They all play sports, and I have a really good friend group, and all my teammates and all my sports, like they're always great, and it's really good to have a bond and friendship with like all my friends that I've grown up with my whole life.
Well, I know some important people in your life are your parents, Derek and Lisa. They said some really nice things about you in your article, and I want to actually go ahead and pull that up and read that real quick. Thought that was really good. Um, let's see. So I'm gonna read this particular part here. It says his parents, Derek and Lisa, beam with pride when talking about their son. Jace has always been self motivated, setting personal goals and working hard to achieve them. But more than that, I'm proud of his character and humility. He's always been kind, respectful, and quick to give credit to others. He has a peaceful demeanor, whether he's playing sports, hunting, or just playing his guitar. Jace is a calming presence, and I hope he never loses that balance between hard work and knowing when to relax. Well, what do you think about that? Your parents saying that about you. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's great. I've had the greatest parents to I could. They've done everything for me. They've always taught me to do right, and they've always supported me in everything I do, and taught me just to give respect and stuff. And for them to say that about me, it's nice because I have the best parents ever.
Well, the one good thing about having you online here, and they're going to be able to look back at this. They're going to have it online forever. They'll be able to pull it up whenever they say, "Remember this when you said that about me?" And vice versa. We can do all that. But why don't you go ahead and talk about them a little bit, each one of them, and how each one individually has impacted your life, and what kind of character traits have you picked up from either one of them or both of them?
Yeah, my dad, he's always played sports in high school. He's taught me a lot about sports, just growing up and being a man and stuff. My dad is one of the hardest workers I know. He's taught me a lot about hard work and to be respectful, and like if you have respect for someone else, they're going to give you respect back. He's taught me a lot about that. My mom has always been the nicest person ever. She's always caring and stuff, and she gives me compliments and stuff, and she just shows me that's what I should do. And she's always the biggest supporter of my life, and she's always at all my games. And yeah, both of them are amazing. They've done so much for me.
Talked about your dad being a hard worker. Tell us a little bit about where he works.
Yeah, he works at Ren's Automotive. That's where my grandparents. That's what their
Mm-hmm.
business, and he's worked there ever since he's grown up. And I've actually worked there in the summers. And yeah, he works hard there. He's taught me a lot about that, like just life skills, knowing like how to change a tire, how to do an oil change. It's just great stuff to know growing up. And yeah, he's taught me a lot and showed me a lot of hard work through that.
Yeah. Uh, Great people I shared with you earlier. We've had as advertisers in Sports Soccer magazine, and I just really, I always loved going in and talking to, said Grandma Peggy, right? She was at the front desk and always had good conversations with her. So, yes, outstanding family. Any other family members that we're going to get to your siblings, but any other family members that you want to give a shout out to and just appreciation?
Yeah, my grandma, my grandpa, my Mima, all of them, they've been big supporters of my life. They've taught me a lot and been supporting me my whole life. And yeah, I just give a shout out to them and all my family that's always been there for me. It's yeah, I have a great family surrounding me.
Very good. Now, talk about siblings because growing up sometimes people with their siblings maybe it's not as good as it is later on, but talk about your relationship with your siblings.
Yeah, I have two older sisters and they're awesome. Jersey, she plays basketball at William Woods and she's played sports her whole life. She's taught me a lot and she's been a great influence on me in a lot of ways. And my older sister, she's Jade and she owns her own business in Columbia and she actually lives with us now, so I can talk to her a lot and she's always great to talk to and being supportive. She comes to all my games and yeah, I have great two sisters.
Okay, so family wise, who is the person that you can hear loud and clear over everybody else at the games?
I'd say my grandparents because they have a lot of pride. I can hear them loud and clear because they're always cheering for me and yeah, they're always at every game.
That's great to have, isn't it?
Yep, it's awesome.
Yeah, good. uh, all right, before we get into the sports that you compete in the next segment, what are some of the things that you do outside of basketball and football and baseball? What are some of your hobbies, different things you like to do?
I really love to go hunting, deer hunting. I like to fish in the summers. I like to bow fish. I like to play the guitar. That's a hobby I picked up the past couple of years. It's been fun. I like to read my Bible. Faith's a big part of my life. I like to play video games, and I like to golf too. I know it's a sport, but it's not the one I play. I just like to do it for fun.
Okay. You talked about some of those things a little bit in your article, and you did, however, I mean, when you said about you like to read your Bible, you did talk quite a bit about your faith. Why don't you expand on that, and what does that mean to you, and how has that helped you as a player and a person?
Throughout high school, yeah, my faith has been a big part of my life. Like I've just started to read my Bible a lot the past couple of years, and it's helped me tremendously. It's took a lot of stress out of my life. It's helped me through hard times, and it's been with me for great times. It's awesome, and that's the main focus of my life. I try to put God first in everything I do. So that's been my main motivation in everything I do, and it's helped me for hard work with everything.
Very good. You also talked about humility and being able to pass that along to underclassmen. Why is that so important, and how have you been able to accomplish that so far?
Through reading my Bible, that's a big way, and I try to be humble in everything I do, and I feel like setting a good example for the younger players and people in the crowd or whatever. I feel like it's a great way to bring community together, and I feel like being humble and humility are just a lot of things that can help make others better. And I like to give all the credit to the fans because they're always there watching, and I'd like to be a great role model out there for them always.
That's interesting. You're talking about humility, and as a point guard on the basketball team, um, being kind of running everything, being the coach on the floor. I mean, talk about how you're able to accomplish that as well as in that leadership role.
Yeah, being a leader on the team and point guard, you really have to have a voice out there. As being a captain last year, that's helped me a lot. Just like being able to lead the team, and it's nice to be the point guard and show everyone or lead everyone. But yeah, I've learned a lot from being a captain the last few years, and through all my sports, it's helped me become a better leader. And yeah,
Okay, that's another thing that I did not have in questions, but I'm going to ask that now. Talk about being a captain and what does that mean to you, and how seriously do you take that?
yeah, it's a big thing. Especially getting that role on the team is a very great thing to me. I was glad to get it last year as a junior because I wasn't expecting it. Usually seniors get it, and it was amazing to get because it helped me build more confidence in my sports, becoming a captain, and just showing others what I've learned is great. And being a captain's been great.
Well, obviously, your coach would not put you into that position unless he felt like you were somebody that would exemplify what it is that he wants to have being accomplished out on the court, and as well as representing your school. So, great job, Jace. That speaks very well of you. Um, you've done an outstanding job. You've just flown through this first part of the interview. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for the second half. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Services has been connecting employees with employers since 1977. Recently, CNS rebranded to CNS Employment Solutions to more clearly define their mission of serving the needs of applicants, employees, and businesses while remaining current and evolving with the changes in the workforce. One important thing has not changed. CNS Employment Solutions partners with a wide variety of employers, placing employees in jobs that match their skills and needs.
Say yes to CNS.
All right, CNS Employment Solutions, we appreciate their sponsorship for Sports Locker Magazine and this program, One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra. They do an outstanding job of making sure that people find jobs right here in mid-Missouri and employers find the people to fill their jobs. Not only that, they're heavily involved in the community, and we appreciate everything that they do. Also, we have, as a sponsor, we have Big Whiskeys, and they sponsor our Coach of the Issue. And in this past issue was Tara Dick Knight from Lighthouse Preparatory Academy. And man, the work and the time that our coaches right here in mid-Missouri put into their programs and the student athletes, whether coaching, teaching, leading, mentoring, all the different things that go into that. There's time spent away from their families, but they pour into our student athletes, and we just want to really show appreciation to our coaches here in mid-Missouri, and we want to thank Big Whiskeys for being the sponsor for that. All right, well, we've been talking to Jace Wren of Southern Boone High School. He's a senior. Jace has been a three-sport athlete, and we're going to get into all those in the next segment, but we're going to slide right into this. I mean, great segue coming off of Coach of the Issue. And so, Jace, you've done an outstanding job. Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, okay?
All right.
All right. We're going to talk about your coaches and how have they impacted you as a player, student athlete.
My coaches have been a big impact in my life. They've always been there for me. Whenever whenever I have a question, they're always there. And having coaches in three different sports is great because they give you different input in different types of ways. And I've had the best coaches through assistants, head coaches for all my sports. They've always been a big part of my life. They show me how to work hard, do things right, and yeah, I have the best coaches.
All right, let's go ahead and go right now. We'll go ahead and go through your high school coaches. Talk about your basketball. Talk about baseball. Talk about football coaches. Just go ahead and tell me about each of those and what you appreciate about them.
Yeah, Coach Jansen has been a coach here forever, and I've known him my whole life. He's been a big part of my life. He's taught me many things, and not just through sports. He's taught me how to be a better person, just like how to bring myself to be the best person I can be. And yeah, it's been great. Coach Ash has shown me how to work hard and do things right, and he's taught me a lot. He built a lot of confidence in me and playing baseball because it wasn't my main sport, but he brought me up quick, and he helped me a lot through that. And Coach Ross, it's my first time. This year was my first time having him as a coach, and it was great. He showed me a lot. He's put so much effort into being a coach, and he's shown me many things to do and like how to work hard, and he showed me how much effort it takes to become successful. And yeah, all three of them have been great. All the assistants have been amazing too, and they've taught me so much.
You know, there's other people that are involved in the programs as well, like team managers and stuff like that. Why don't you give a shout out to those people because they put in the time and the effort too.
Yeah, my team managers are awesome. For all my sports, they are really the backbone to like the team, and the things we accomplish aren't anything without them, and they've done a lot. It's amazing.
Good. Let's see. In your article, you talked about sports teaching you life lessons. Can you expand on that for us?
Yeah, sports it's fun and all, but it definitely teaches you life lessons and getting into the real world and everything. It's shown me many ways, or many things in my life that I never knew would be there. Like working hard, like in a job, you need to work hard. They've taught me just to respect others and always be there for people because you're gonna have friends through sports. You're gonna have friends after sports, and having great friendship is great. And working together, all this can lead to success in other different fields, not just sports, but in college or in school or in work or anything you do.
Very good. Uh, you know, I, I'm waiting on some people to make some nice comments about you in the comment section. I know that they may be a little nervous, not able to live up to your standard of excellence. No, I'm just kidding. We're just inviting you guys. Feel free to throw any of your comments on here. Different things that you appreciate about Jace, maybe some memories, or even if you have a question, feel free to go ahead and do that. We'd be happy to post those on here. All right. Well, you're doing a great job, and I want to kind of break down and go through each of the sports individually. Let's go ahead and start with football. You played receiver and cornerback, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Why don't you talk about that a little bit, and what were your highlights individually and as a team playing football?
Football was great. I played from third grade to freshman year, and I got really busy with three sports, and I took a couple years off. But I'm really happy I came back my senior year. We had a great year. We started off very good, and we didn't finish the way we wanted to. But I was really happy I played. It showed me a lot of things, and it was great. And I got all district and all conference for cornerback, and I was really excited about that. And it was cool to get those accomplishments. And the team I had was amazing. We all had a close bond and great friendship, and we worked hard this year. And it showed me a lot about working hard because through the summer, playing football, it's fun, and it showed me how to be more physical in other sports. And playing football is awesome.
Yeah, and we'll talk about some the transitions going from one sport to another here in a little bit as well.
Yeah.
But I wanted to quickly post up here what Sarah Wren wrote. She said, "Jace is amazing and the most mature player we have ever watched. His leadership is amazing, and we love you, Sarah and Uncle Damon." So
Yeah, those are my aunt and uncle. Yeah, they've been in my life my whole life, and they've done so much for me, and it's really nice to hear that from them.
yeah, like I said, you know what? It's going to be on here. You can, if you're ever down on a particular day, just pull this back up. I remember
Yep.
when. I remember when they
Yep.
said that about me. That's so nice. That's good. Um, so going from football to basketball, I mean, there's not much time in between on those two sports. Talk about the conditioning from one to the other and getting prepped for that.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like I didn't do it. I haven't done it since freshman year. So going from football to basketball, I had 2 days the weekend, and then I was right into basketball practice. And the conditioning is definitely way different from each other. One's more physically like tough, and like more bruising, more like you get breaks throughout the running. But basketball is a different type of in shape. So going straight into that was a little tough at the start, but it's definitely different and fun. And yeah, the conditionings were way different, but we didn't have much time to go between each sport. So it was like 2 days.
Right, right. And if you're going from football into basketball compared to a student athlete that is just focusing on basketball, they've been doing their conditioning, getting prepared. But again,
Yeah,
it's just a completely different thing. And
yeah,
so,
it's different because last year I just went straight into basketball, so I was more prepared. I mean, I was still tired, but
mhm,
it was different because I was at a different mindset for football, and then just straight into basketball. It's a different type of shift.
yeah. So basketball as point guard, you are a leader on the court, but you did talk in your article about some obstacles that you faced as a player and how you were able to overcome those. Why don't you share that a little bit?
Yeah, as a point guard, I've learned a lot. And growing up in my freshman and sophomore year, I wasn't very like tall or big, and haven't really quite hit my growth spurt yet. And I learned a lot between that, like how to play the game and how to get on the floor without being big or anything. And that's taught me a lot. Like I've had to learn different ways and work hard to get on the floor as a varsity player as a freshman or sophomore. I had to work extra hard. I felt like to get out there, and when I hit my growth spurt, it just was a big change because I put in that work in the beginning, and once I finally grew a little bit more, it helped me a lot and benefited me a lot.
So you say you're 5'10" now. Uh,
Yeah,
what was your height when you felt like you had that was kind of an obstacle and you had to fight through that? How
yeah.
tall were you?
As a freshman, I'd say I was like 5'3", and I was pretty small, so it's hard to play defense on the big players. And I really wanted to play varsity, so when like 5 or 6 games went by, I finally got moved up, and it was fun. And I got some minutes out there, so it taught me a lot. Being small out there, I had to work hard to be a better defender and stuff, and it taught me a lot. So it was nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not extra tall now, but it's a lot different from 5'3"
Well,
to
sure.
5'10".
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So my brother was a year younger than me, and I was taller than him all the way through, um, up until my senior year. And
yeah,
I was 5'10" and a half at that time. I had hair, so we had the half,
yeah.
on top there. I'm 5'10" now, but
Uh-huh.
I was taller than my brother, and then my senior year he just shot up to 6'3". I'm like, why could I not
Wow.
get that?
Yeah,
Why could I
crazy.
not have that? I could have used that.
Yeah,
Uh, Hey, we got a comment on here from Grandma Peggy. So she said he's a great young man and grandson. He has a heart of gold. So fun to watch him play in all his sports. We'll keep shouting out loud for you. Love you so much, Grandma and Grandpa Wren. Thank you, Grandma Peggy. That's awesome.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
nice of them. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
always at my game cheering me on, so it's awesome.
Good. We got another one here, real quick. Um, Rafaelita Barto. Jace is
Yeah,
amazing. I was so happy to make all of his senior football games. He is very respectful and he has a big heart. I'm proud of everything he does. I love you, Jace. Mima. Is that right?
yeah.
Mima?
That's
Okay.
my yeah. She's
All
helped
right.
me a
Awesome.
lot. She definitely helped me with my faith and everything. She's always taught me to grow closer to God, and that's awesome. She's amazing.
Very good. All right. Thank you guys for those comments. We'll take any more than anybody has. That's good to have on here. Um, what have been some of those highlights that you've had in basketball so far, individually and as a team?
Yeah. Last year we had a great season. We went like 19-7. We also didn't finish the way we wanted to, but I had a lot of fun. Had a great season, and I guess my biggest highlight would be that my buzzer beater against Harrisburg. Um, that was my first buzzer beater in high school, so it was pretty cool to get a win on my buzzer beater, and that was one of the highlights of my season.
Okay. I'm going to switch real quick back over to your article because I wanted to show that real quick. And as you guys can see on here, the title of his article was buzzer beater. So obviously that's something that stood out for you, Jace, and we just thought that was an appropriate thing to put on as your title.
Yeah, that was
Um,
great.
Another thing that's important is to put on what Dad is saying. So we're going to include that on here right now.
All right.
Super proud of you, Jace. Your drive, determination, and devotion in all you do stands out. Love you. All right.
Yep, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
happy.
I told you can pull that stuff up anytime. That's gonna be
Yep.
awesome.
All the people saying great things about me.
Yeah.
Nice.
When you go off to school doing the next thing, you can just pull that up if you ever feel a little bit lonely.
Yep.
All right, now let's go ahead and talk about baseball. And why do you enjoy pitching and playing outfield so much?
It's I enjoy it a lot. Through my sophomore year to senior year, I've learned a lot through baseball. Coach Ash has been a great coach, and pitching is fun. It's a lot different, like conditioning wise, in baseball. So it's a lot different, a lot more patient, and I've learned a lot with that. And it's fun being an outfielder because you got a group of guys on the team that get closer together, and it's been fun.
And outfield, do you play center field or what position out there?
The last couple years I've played left field, and then this year
Left
I'm
field.
hoping to play center field.
Okay.
But I've got to play with a lot of great players. It's been fun. A lot that went off to college, and it's pretty cool to be playing on the field with some great players.
Yeah. Coach Ash is an outstanding coach, and I know that
Yep.
he pours into his team, and he expects a lot too. I can
Yeah.
remember when he was back here in Jefferson City years ago when we were
Yeah.
first starting the magazine, which we are in our 10th year. I can't believe
Yeah.
that's flown by. It's been
It's
amazing.
crazy.
So, yeah. You know what we really love about doing this is that we get to meet young men like you, young women that are determined. They have love of sport, but more than that, they're just good representatives of the school, good human beings. And so I just want to say well done to you and everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know baseball is a little bit off in the distance right now, especially when we're looking at snow on the ground. But what are your goals for this coming season?
For baseball,
Yeah.
yeah. Freshman year we won a state title, so I mean that's always the goal, and especially as a senior, it'd be really cool to go out there and win a lot of games, and especially for like basketball too. I'd love to win a state championship too. But that's the goal. Working hard, getting better each and every day. That's the goal.
Yes, and I did miss that. What are so you just said state championship in basketball as well. What are some individual goals that you have for both sports this year?
For basketball, I've had last year I had all conference and all district, and hopefully, um, that's what I'm hoping to get this year. Just continue to work hard and get those things, and that's what I'm hoping for baseball too. To just play hard and get better each and every year.
All right, and what are your plans after high school? Do you know what you're wanting to do yet?
Right now, I'm not for sure. I'm really looking into. I want to play basketball in college. That's my goal, but I'm not sure yet. Like not for sure, but we'll see how this season goes, and yeah, we'll see what my next chapter is. But I really into the business side of things. I'm in FBLA, so I
Uh-huh.
like to study business at whatever college I go to, if I do, and my goal is to play basketball.
Yeah. Why don't you talk about some of the other extracurricular things that you're involved in at school? You said FBLA. Now, is anything else you involved in?
I'm in FBLA. I'm trying to think of the other things. That's mainly the one that can come off the top of my head. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. What would you tell people what that involves with that group? What do you guys focus on?
Yeah, we're future business leaders of America, so we get to go and learn more about business and stuff. And last year we actually won districts, me and two of my friends, for marketing, and that was pretty cool. Which we get to do this again this year, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, very good. Uh, do you have you participated in any club ball during the summer? In the off season, are you involved in anything like that, or you just try to get away
I
from stuff?
I used to do a lot more club ball with like both baseball and basketball. But the past couple summers have been really busy. I've had baseball, basketball, and football in the summer, so I didn't really have time. Plus work, so I
Yeah.
haven't the past couple years. But in my past, I've played a lot more like club and other stuff.
Yeah, I was just thinking as you were talking about all the different things that you do, I was like, how would he even have any time for that?
Yeah, it gets
not
pretty
on,
busy.
yeah, not only you, but the family from running a
Yeah.
family business and all that kind of stuff. Be
Yeah.
kind of hard to get around, so it's good. Well, you have done an outstanding job. We've gone through all of our questions that I had pre-planned, but now we're going to have a little bit of fun, and we're going to
All right.
ask you some speed round questions, and we
All right, sounds good.
might have some people chiming in, maybe correcting you if it's not right, but
All right.
we'll just check on that. What's your favorite after school? No, let's after game or practice go to snack or meal. What do you really crave when you're done?
I would say probably a McChicken from McDonald's or something,
Okay.
or like a steak or something. It depends on where we're going because after games, usually I don't really have time to go anywhere else. But if I really had any meal, it'd probably be steak or
Steak.
mashed
Okay.
potatoes and stuff. But if it's quick, I'd have to go like McChicken or something.
Just go for the steak. Is there a particular kind of steak that you like?
I don't really have. I'm not picky with anything I eat, so whatever they put in front of me, I like. I like medium rare though, so it's a little
Okay.
different.
Yeah, me too. I like that. Do you like? Have you ever had prime rib?
I'm not sure. I don't think
Okay.
I have.
Okay. You're
I'm
gonna
sure
have
it's
to.
good.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to talk to them about that.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
good.
I'll have to try.
Instead of doing gifts this Christmas, my mother-in-law and brother-in-law they purchased a little, I guess a little prime rib, and I cut it up, and we had that for Christmas dinner. And
That's nice.
so yes, it was. I didn't mess it up. Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
It was good. So what's your favorite ice cream?
I like chocolate with Oreos on top. That's my favorite. When I go to Andy's or something, that's usually what I get.
Okay, I was going to ask you what was the place that you like to go and get that. So
Yeah, that's
chocolate,
my favorite.
chocolate with Oreos on top.
Yep,
Okay,
different.
yeah, but you know what you like, and you got to stick with that, right?
Yep, it is.
Okay,
That's what I
good.
like.
All right, now we're going to get to the ones that might be a little bit tougher, might get a little bit of kickback. I'm not sure, but what is your least favorite chore to do around the house?
I'd say dishes probably because I hate getting my hands wet and all that. It takes a lot of time, but that'll be my least favorite.
Okay. Just want to make sure family hears that. He said his least
Yeah.
favorite chore is to do dishes. Now,
Yep.
I'm just going to tell you, in my home growing up, if I would say that, then guess who would be doing dishes? It would be me.
You. That's funny.
No, we had to do them anyway. It didn't matter.
Yeah,
I
hopefully
think,
I don't have to.
you know what my mom would do? She would wake me up on Saturday morning to take the trash out. So, Saturday morning
Yeah.
sometimes was the only day you get to sleep in, because of school and stuff.
Yeah,
And she would wake me up early to take the trash out. And
funny.
I'd be like, Mom, it doesn't even come until Tuesday. Why do I have to take it out on Saturday?
Yeah. She just wanted you to wake up early.
She just wanted me awake. That was it. Thanks, Mom. If there's any place in the world that you could go to for travel, where would that be and why?
I'm not sure, but our senior trip is Mexico, so I guess that's one of my favorite. I'd like to go like to Europe or something. That'd be pretty cool to see, but I don't have a specific place. I've never been on a plane, so this will be my first time going to Mexico.
Okay. All right. Never been on a plane.
Nope.
All right, you'll do fine.
Yeah.
You'll do fine.
I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll
we
be
like to
good.
drive a lot of places.
Yeah. If you were to compare yourself with a superhero on the playing field, court, whatever, what would be most representative of your competitiveness?
For a superhero,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man because I don't know. That's my favorite. That's pretty much my answer.
Yeah.
I'd say Spider-Man, and I don't really know why, but I just say
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
He's agile and he moves
Agile.
quickly. Yeah.
Yep.
He can do whatever. That's good.
Yep.
All right, I did want to ask this. What's your favorite Bible verse?
Ooh, I'd probably say John 3:16.
Okay.
It's
Very
pretty
good.
simple.
Yeah, it's the best one to
Yep.
just
look
sum
back
it all
on.
up.
Yep.
Best one to sum it all up. So, all right, Jace, you've done an outstanding job. I really appreciate you coming on the program tonight, especially after getting off of school, basketball practice. If you can hold on after I close out the program here, I want to visit with you really quickly.
Right.
But again, outstanding job, and appreciate having you on here.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity, and yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see you in just a moment.
All right.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. And this is why I love doing what we do, is just having great young men like Jace Wren on the program. And I did want to quickly shout out, we've got one of our longtime viewers, Melanie Morton Porter. She says, "Hi, Jace. This is Tristan and Trishelle Porter's mom. Can't believe how fast you've grown up. So proud of you." So wanted to make sure that we got that in. And thank you so much, Melanie, for doing that. You're always encouraging to our student athletes that we have on here. I want to just thank you all for being on the program. Make sure that you like and share it so that other people can hear what Jace had to say, and just get to hear some of the extra that we talked about from his article in Sports Locker Magazine. Yes, thank you for joining us, Remo Bartow. We appreciate that. And we appreciate having you guys on here. You can also check out the program on YouTube, our YouTube channel, One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. All right, I'm your host, Kirk DeMars. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Until next week, God bless you, and we'll see you then.